Welcome back to Ancient Deities Dossier, where we explore the legends, myths, and reverence surrounding the most fascinating divine figures throughout history. Today, we delve into the cosmic dance of one of Hinduism's most revered deities, Lord Shiva, the Destroyer, the Transformer, and the Supreme Yogi. Join us on this journey as we uncover the stories, symbolism, and spiritual dimensions that have captivated devotees for millennia. Our journey begins with the possible prehistoric roots of Shiva. Some scholars connect Shiva's earliest forms to the Indus Valley civilization around 3000 BCE, noting Pashupati seals that depict a figure seated in a yogic posture, surrounded by animals, suggesting early proto-Shiva worship. Though direct evidence is scarce, it highlights how the worship of a deity resembling Shiva stretches back thousands of years. From these ancient seals, Shiva evolved into a pan-Indian deity whose influence transcends geographic and cultural boundaries. Over time, texts like the Vedas and the Puranas continued to develop and refine Shiva's identity, eventually solidifying his place in Hindu cosmology. The word Shiva is derived from the Sanskrit root Shiva, often interpreted as auspicious or benevolent. This may appear paradoxical at first, because Shiva is also known as the Destroyer. Yet, in the Hindu worldview, destruction is not malevolent. Rather, it's part of a natural cycle leading to renewal. In many traditions, Shiva is synonymous with the concept of pure consciousness, highlighting his role beyond creation and destruction. He embodies the very essence of existence. This dual nature helps devotees connect with Shiva as both fearsome and compassionate. In Hindu cosmology, the universe is perpetually in flux. The Trimurti, the trinity of Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva, represent creation, preservation, and destruction respectively. Shiva's destructive aspect isn't about chaos alone. It paves the way for transformation and renewal. When Brahma brings forth creation and Vishnu maintains it, eventually, all forms must dissolve. Shiva's role is crucial as he resets the cosmic stage, enabling a new cycle to begin. This cycle teaches that endings are natural steps toward recreation, making Shiva's presence essential for cosmic balance. Wherever Shiva is worshipped, you'll often find the Nandi bull sitting faithfully at the temple entrance. Nandi is Shiva's vahana, or divine vehicle, and a symbol of strength, virility, and righteousness. Tradition suggests that one should always look at Shiva through Nandi's horns, emphasizing devotion and focus. Nandi is not just a mode of transport. He's also a devotee and gatekeeper, representing purity and eternal waiting. His presence reminds worshippers to approach Shiva with humility, to patiently await divine insight, and to maintain unwavering loyalty to the divine path. One of the most iconic features of Shiva is his third eye. Beyond his usual two eyes that perceive the physical world, this mystical eye represents spiritual wisdom and power. Legend states that when Shiva opens his third eye in wrath, it emits a flame that burns away ignorance and evil. Accompanying this is the crescent moon on his matted hair, symbolizing the cyclic nature of time and the perpetual change in the universe. The river Ganga flows from Shiva's hair, reminding us of purification, while the serpent coiled around his neck represents mastery over the most potent energies, including fear and death. Shiva is often depicted seated in deep meditation atop the Kailash mountain, symbolizing his role as the Supreme Yogi, the epitome of asceticism. Embodying detachment and self-realization, Shiva's meditative form encourages devotees to seek inner peace and control over the mind. For many yogis and spiritual practitioners, Shiva represents the ideal guru, guiding them to transcend material attachments and realize their inherent divinity. His life in the mountains, away from worldly distractions, acts as a metaphor for the stillness and higher consciousness one seeks through meditation. While Shiva is revered for his serene meditation, he is equally fearsome in his role as the Destroyer. In Sanskrit, he's called Rudra, derived from Rud, meaning roar or howl. As Rudra, Shiva embodies the primal, untamed force of nature that breaks down the old and outworn to make way for the new. But this destruction is never wanton chaos. Instead, it is a crucial step in the cosmic cycle, signifying transformation. Like a forest fire clearing the path for fresh growth, Shiva's destructive energy purges negativity and paves the way for renewal. Shiva's dynamic cosmic dance, the Tandava, encapsulates his role as the destroyer and recreator of the universe. Depicted with one foot raised, surrounded by a ring of fire, this dance symbolizes creation, preservation, and dissolution all at once. The Tandava also hints at the rhythmic cycles of the cosmos: birth, life, and death. In Hindu temples, elaborate dance festivals celebrate Shiva's Tandava, with classical dancers donning Shiva's attributes. This divine dance continues to inspire artists, poets, and devotees who see in it a cosmic heartbeat resonating across the universe. Shiva's household is one of the most beloved in Hindu tradition. His consort, Parvati, represents the maternal, nurturing aspect of divine energy. She's often seen as Shakti, or the feminine power. Together, Shiva and Parvati strike a harmonic balance of asceticism and family life. Their sons are Ganesha, the elephant-headed remover of obstacles, and Kartikeya, also known as Skanda or Subramanya, the god of war and victory. The family dynamic embodies unity and diversity, illustrating how seemingly contrasting energies, like Shiva's austere detachment and Parvati's worldly affection, can coexist in harmony. The Shiva Lingam is one of the most widespread symbols of Shiva worship. Typically, it's a smooth, elliptical stone set atop a circular base called the Yoni, representing Shakti. Together, they signify the union of male and female energies, the cosmic principle of creation, and the oneness of existence. Worship often involves pouring water, milk, or offerings over the lingam, a practice called abhishekam. This ritual purifies both the devotee and the deity's symbol, emphasizing the flow of divine grace and the cycle of life-giving forces. Shiva is worshipped in countless regional forms throughout India and beyond. In Tamil Nadu, he's venerated as Nataraja, the Lord of Dance. In Kashmir Shaivism, Shiva is the supreme consciousness permeating all. In Nepal, the Pashupatinath temple stands as a major pilgrimage site. Each region adds local legends and distinctive iconography to Shiva's persona. Despite differences in language or tradition, the underlying essence remains. Shiva is the absolute reality, the revered destroyer who guides devotees to liberation through devotion, knowledge, and meditation. From ancient sculptures to contemporary digital art, Shiva remains a timeless muse for artists. Statues in temples capture his meditative form, while Nataraja bronzes encapsulate his dance. Miniature paintings depict family scenes, illustrating the human-like qualities of divine life. In modern times, digital artists create surreal images blending cosmic elements with Shiva's traditional attributes. Whether traditional or avant-garde, the portrayal of Shiva continues to inspire, reminding us of the multifaceted nature of the divine. Parvati symbolizes the active energy and compassion that complements Shiva's still, ascetic nature. She is known by many names: Durga, Kali, Shakti, each highlighting a different facet of the divine feminine. Their union is a metaphor for the balance of opposites. Without Parvati's creative energy, Shiva's detachment would remain static. Conversely, Parvati's power channels Shiva's potential into manifestation. Their partnership signifies that enlightenment and worldly responsibilities need not be mutually exclusive. They can merge to create harmony and fulfillment. One of the most captivating stories revolves around how the river Ganga descended to earth. The legend states that the gods, impressed by King Bhagiratha's penance, allowed Ganga to flow from the heavens. However, her mighty force could flood the world. Shiva offered to catch her in his matted locks, taming her destructive currents before letting her gently stream onto the earth. This act demonstrates Shiva's compassion and mastery over cosmic forces, transforming what could be destructive into a source of life and purification. Shiva devotees frequently apply vibhuti, or sacred ash, on their foreheads, typically in 3 horizontal lines. This ash represents the ephemeral nature of the material world, reminding us that all forms eventually reduce to ash. Symbolically, vibhuti also conveys purification and protection. It draws attention to the third eye center, calling forth the spiritual vision Shiva embodies. By donning vibhuti, devotees reaffirm their aspiration to rise above illusion and stay anchored in the eternal truth. Mahashivratri, or the Great Night of Shiva, is one of the most significant festivals dedicated to Lord Shiva. Observed on the 14th night of the waning moon in the Hindu month of Phalguna, devotees spend the night in prayer, fasting, and meditation. Throughout the night, temples come alive with chanting of Om Namah Shivaya, the sacred mantra honoring Shiva. It's believed that spiritual practices carried out on this auspicious night yield profound blessings and help devotees attain inner transformation and closeness to the divine. For Shiva's devotees, visiting the 12 Jyotirlingas is a cherished pilgrimage. These shrines are believed to house Shiva in the form of a self-manifested cosmic light, Jyoti. Each Jyotirlinga has its own set of myths and miracles, inspiring pilgrims to undertake long journeys for divine blessings. Some famous Jyotirlingas include Somnath in Gujarat, Kedarnath in the Himalayas, and Rameswaram in Tamil Nadu. The diversity in geography, from coastal regions to mountaintops, reflects Shiva's all-encompassing presence, accessible to all who seek him. In the modern era, Shiva's imagery and ideals continue to resonate worldwide. His portrayal is prominent in yoga communities, music festivals, and digital media, transcending cultural barriers. Western musicians and artists often adopt Shiva's motifs in album art and performances, intrigued by his mystical aura. Movies and television shows, both in India and globally, reference Shiva's legends to symbolize inner strength and spiritual awakening. This global adoption and reinterpretation of Shiva's persona underscore his universal appeal. The quest for transformation and enlightenment. While rooted in Hindu tradition, Shiva's teachings resonate across spiritual and philosophical lines. His path of asceticism, or the pursuit of inner awareness, appeals to those seeking meaning in a fast-paced, materialistic world. Devotees and non-devotees alike can draw from Shiva's lessons, the importance of self-discipline, the transformative power of letting go, the oneness of all life. Shiva's stories inspire us to confront ignorance, find clarity amidst chaos, and embrace the dance of existence with open hearts. Today, Shiva's presence reverberates across the globe, through temples in Southeast Asia, Europe, Africa, and the Americas. International festivals celebrating Indian culture often include grand representations of Shiva's Tandava. Artists, dancers, and spiritual seekers carry forward Shiva's legacy, a testament to his timeless appeal. In an era of constant change, Shiva reminds us that all endings herald new beginnings, and that life's chaos can be harnessed as a force of positive transformation. Thank you for joining us on this in-depth exploration of Lord Shiva. We hope you've discovered new insights into the ancient myths, cosmic symbolism, and spiritual legacy that make him such a revered deity in Hindu culture and beyond. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to Ancient Deities Dossier for more enlightening journeys into the world's most intriguing gods and goddesses. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook and TikTok for updates and community discussions. If you're able to support our work further, consider becoming a patron on Patreon. The link is in the description below. Your support helps us continue bringing you high-quality, immersive content on ancient deities and their timeless stories. Once again, thank you for watching. And may the blessing of Lord Shiva guide you on your path to transformation. Until next time, this is Ancient Deities Dossier, signing off. And as always, seekers of the arcane, stay curious, stay mythical.